around June of 2015, I realized the answer to the most important question. To be or not to be? That is the question. About almost a year later, I came across Blood Over Intent. And after I realized the answer to the most important question, and I started, if you haven't seen the previous video, I recommend you to watch that one before this one. This one talks about blood over intent. The previous talks about being. And so I came across Quasi-Luminous, and I realized that this is something I also have to be part of. And growing up reading the Bible and reading about all these poor animals that were sacrificed for the forgiveness of sin. And if you study sin is actually talking about time. And I will put a link on the video about a man who really decodes time. And he talks about how your father and your mother put you into this, they birthed you into this matrix, and now you're bound by time. And so the forgiveness of sin, as the Bible says, comes by the shedding of the blood. So there's no forgiveness of sins unless blood is shed. That's what the Bible says. So I realized I had to do this. I had to shed my blood. And if you study Numbers, you know that 3 usually means yes, or my will be done. So if you in the past heard the phrase of let thy will be done, don't ever say that. Okay? You don't ever let somebody else's will be done. You let your will be done always. And I hope your will is to change the world, so there are no wars, no banks, no evil governments. Instead, we will have councils, love, kindness, and a language that no longer contains spells in it. But anyway, that is another video. I will talk about the double meaning of words. So about May of 2016, I did the blood over intent. So I'm nearing my 1-year anniversary. And before I did the blood of intent, I realized that I am one, and that I am God, and I am Satan, and I am beautiful, and I am not so beautiful, and I am all, basically. I mean, I would go on the streets walking, realizing, oh my gosh, I am the tree, I am the mountain, and because I knew it in my heart, I felt such a power coming from this, and then I realized I am Zeus, and I am Freya, and I am Apollos, I am Helios, and I realized, oh my gosh, I am one, I am all. And so I was charged with this incredible energy, and then so I started creating things, right? I gave myself a happy job, and I gave myself the paying of some of the debt that I had, which at that time I didn't realize that the debt doesn't exist and all these different things. But I gave myself all of these things. And then I started thinking about the world and how I don't like war. I hate war. So being the one loving God, the first thing I was going to do was to stop war. Not like the God of the Bible who actually tells Israel to go and kill, and to kill the babies and the pregnant women and all of the Amalekites, okay, and all of these other poor individuals who live in the land, because this is what he wants. He wants bloodshed. But the one God, the loving God, doesn't want that. We want love for all. We want a change of heart. We want to make this a better world. And so I uploaded my Blood Over Intent, and I decided that I was going to spell out, just like the word we use at school, right? I was going to spell out what it meant to have heaven on earth, because I am tired of somebody else's definition. And my definition was going to be love to all. And you can watch my video about the Blood of Intent when I re-uploaded it, because the original, I don't know what happened to it. And you will see there that I want all to be rich. I want all to have. Not one to be better than the other, because there are no divisions. There's only one. And so here I am, almost after a year. What has happened in my life? Well, I decided that I was going to do certain things, and I realized that in order to make things to come into this reality, the author or the authority has to write the story. And I realized that I had to stop believing in his story, or as you call it, history, and I had to start writing my story. See, history or his story is something else. I don't believe in that. That doesn't exist. Because what I believe and what I write is what becomes a reality. So I started writing my story. And my story, of course, became a reality, because my will be done on heaven and on earth. And I changed the world. I woke more people up. And now I'm finally making videos to share what I have learned. So you use a number 2 pencil, right? Very interesting to write. And there's a meaning in everything. And pay attention to the words. Don't trust the pastor. As I said before, pastor is really an enemy of the sheep. And don't be sheep. What I mean is, if you're going to be the sheep, be the pastor, be the wolf, be one, be all. But don't take only one aspect. Don't become number one. Don't limit yourself to be number one. Be one. Do you understand the difference? To be number one is to be one number. But to be one is to be all. And grow in what you do and see that it's working. We are changing the world. We are making this world a better place. The more people wake up, the more parts of this world will be changed. And while, well, actually, this is going to be part of another video, but um, I just I speak to those that feel it in their heart, that they know that this is what they must do. Go ahead, change the world. Be part of this revolution. No war.